Hi everybody, this is Richie Laser with Follow Up Results. You know, I based Follow Up Results' whole business pretty much on the book called The Millionaire Real Estate Agent by Gary Keller. And in the book, basically, we talk about the four models, the key areas of how we need to focus on our business. The one that I talk about mostly is the lead generation model. And in it, we talk about three things that realtors have to do in their business. You don't just pick one over the other. It's not a menu to choose from. These are the three areas in a lead generational model that we have to do. And this is what they are. Number one, we have to prospect and market. Number two, we have to set up a database and systematically market to it. And number three, we should be focusing on seller listings. Very quickly, we need to be focusing on seller listings because if I was to ask you right now, how many buyers can you work with in a month? If you really were honest about it, you'd probably say about 4, maybe 5. But if you think about it this way, if I asked you how many listings can you take in a month? You can probably say as many as I can get. And by the way, for every listing that you have, you should be able to get one buyer, either through a sign call or doing an open house. That being said, so we have to prospect, market, set up a database, market, and market to it, and do seller listings. Well, during the shifted market, I believe agents did the wrong thing. I think they misunderstood when they were told to just focus on people that are going to give you business in the next 30, 60, or 90 days. And what happened? Yeah, there was a select group of agents that really did a phenomenal business. I know of one agent that closed over 500 transactions in 1 year. But they forgot number two. All these years they've been in the business, now all of a sudden they said, no, I don't have to focus on my database anymore. I don't have to market to them anymore. Well, guess what? The market's changed. And I know one person personally that came over to me and asked me for help, basically because a past client of that person came over to them and said, are you still in business? I just gave my house as a listing to somebody else, to another realtor. That's like a knife through the heart for us. So we never should have given up on that business. And right now, anyone that used to focus on short sales only or focused on bank-owned business, REO business only, they're scrambling right now. They gave up on their databases. They never should have done that. On the other hand, there are agents recently that do focus on all three areas. I know one agent out of Portland, Oregon, who just moved there and in first year, without knowing anybody, actually closed 104 transactions. That's phenomenal. And they said how, and he discussed, his name, by the way, it happens to be Cody Gibson, so you can check on this story. He talked about what he focused on. And he focused on expireds. He focused on FSBOs. He focused on geographic farming. And he focused, instead of seller listings, he focused on buyer listings, which is really interesting because it really fits today's time. Because all the buyers are out there today on the internet searching for homes. And he figures, okay, they're searching for homes. I bet you they have a home to sell. So the first question he always has is, by the way, do you have a home to sell? So he focuses on seller listings, but he's getting them through buyers. And meanwhile, he's going through all the 4 things that he does to get business and how he got his business. And I'm sitting there in this class, and I'm saying, whoa, he hasn't even talked about referrals at all. And then, maybe 30 seconds, a minute later, he said, and next year, I'm going to be focusing on referrals. I didn't have a database before, but this year I focused on building up a database. And now I'm going to be able to ask for referrals next year and every year after. So that's the lead generation model. Don't pick and choose. Focus on all 3. Remember to keep up your database and market to it. I will show you later on how that will actually exponentially increase your business over your career. Until next time, this is Richie Laser, Follow Up Results. Thank you.